All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the final game of week number 8. When this game is over, we'll be halfway through the regular season. 8 weeks down, 8 weeks to go. It'll be the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams. The Commanders come in at 4-3, and with a 4-3 record, they are in first place in the NFC East. The Rams at 7-0, the only undefeated team left in the league at the moment, trying to get to the halfway point, remaining undefeated. Evil Dead is 58-46 now, 12 games over 500. Misty is now 42-44, 2 games under 500. And Gracie is now 45-40, and she is 5 games over 500. Let's see. Misty, who do you got in this one? Washington. Misty's going with the Commanders. I don't know who Gracie wants. And we'll find out who Evil Dead wants here in just a second. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Our Week 8 Monday night game from SoFi. Let's head out there now here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into SoFi Stadium's Los Angeles, California. It's the Commanders and the Rams on Monday night. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Misty and Gracie are both taking the Commanders. Evil Dead has the Rams. When this game is over, we'll be officially at the halfway point of the regular season. The Week 8 Monday night game. And it looks like the Rams will kick off. They're trying to remain undefeated. They're 7-0 coming in. And the Commanders will get the ball from the 5-yard line, bringing it back on the return. This is Mark Young, the 9th-year defensive back out of Rice, and Young brings it out to the 28-yard line. The Commanders are led by their 9th-year quarterback out of Tennessee, Peyton Hicks, formerly with the Saints. What number game is this? Well, get a calculator for me. What is 16 times 14? How much? Is it 124? First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Hicks on the shotgun. Hicks looking. Hicks throws, and it's caught underneath. And making the catch is James Norris out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 6. Okay, so this would be game number 112. We're at the halfway point of the regular season. A 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 from the 34-yard line. Hicks from the shotgun. Hicks hands off to Mike Marshall out to the 38-yard line. The 6th-year back out of Cal Berkeley. And that'll be a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 13 inches. Yet we'll have 112 games down and 112 to go when this one's over. 13 inches from the 38-yard line. Hicks in the gun. Hicks going to take it himself. Oh, the old option play to Marshall around the outside, down the sideline, and Mark Marshall down to the 38-yard line. That's a 26-yard gain by Mark Marshall. Nobody thought that they'd be able to replace Ciali, but Marshall has done well. Ciali went to the Eagles during the offseason. Yeah, you've missed 8 games somehow. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's half a week, if you think about it. Hicks in the gun. First and 10. Hicks Fakes the handoff, throws, and kind of short hop that one. Looking for Virgil Say. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. The Rams at 7-0, trying to remain undefeated. They're the only undefeated team left in the season. 2nd and 10 from the Ram 38-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks hands off to Marshall, and Marshall gets taken down after a 2-yard gain as Taylor came over and made the tackle. That's Kevin Taylor, the 6th-year defensive back out of Pittsburgh. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Commanders at the Ram 36-yard line. 5 wide. Hicks in the shotgun, 3rd and 8. Hicks looking. Hicks throws, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 36-yard touchdown catch by G. Scott, the tight end. I don't know how he made that catch. Watch it again. Is this a one-handed catch? He was covered by Santonio Benson, the linebacker, and that was a spectacular catch by Scott. And the Commanders march down the field on the opening drive and get the touchdown. And now Zach Harris, the 3rd-year kicker out of Texas A&M, will come on for the extra point. Nice opening drive by Washington. Now the PAT. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Commanders lead at 7-0. Live from SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California, our Week 8 Monday night game here at Jammin' Sports. I don't know if you saw, but the Commanders had their big uniform reveal in real life for the next season. And their uniform is going to be like the Redskins were during the Super Bowl days. Their throwback is going to be that they used last season will be their permanent. And they also have the burgundy uniforms back with the white pants like the Redskins used to wear back in the day. The helmet will be like the Redskins, but it'll be a W. There's the kickoff from the 3-yard line. On the return for the Rams, this will be number 28, Dante Jones. And Jones brings it out to the 31-yard line. Starting quarterback, Matthew Sinclair, the 6th-year quarterback out of the University of Tennessee. Played 2 seasons for the Chiefs, and now in his 4th season with the Rams. So the Commanders took the opening kickoff, marched down the field, got a touchdown. Let's see what the Rams can do. Rams at 7-0 in first place in their division by 3 games over the Saints at the moment. 1st and 10, Sinclair to McCutcheon, breaks a tackle, and McCutcheon will lose a yard back to the 30-yard line. Lawrence McCutcheon, the 4th-year back out of Tennessee. Loss of a yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 11 from the 30-yard line. I know, they just should go back. Be the Redskins again. 2nd and 11. Sinclair rolls out, throws back across, caught by McCutcheon. He gets the yard back. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 32-yard line. It is so hard to go undefeated. It's never happened in my sim season history. I've had 4 teams go 15-1, and that's the closest I've gotten. 3rd and 10. Sinclair in the gun. McCutcheon in motion. Sinclair looking. Sinclair throws and caught by Terry Norton down to the 41. A gain of 9. He's going to be short of the first down. It'll be 4th down. Marcus Gates, the defensive back, came up, made the tackle in his 7th year out of Colgate. Back to punt, Carter Ritchie. It's not. There's the kick from the 11-yard line. On the return is Mark Young, brings it out to the 17-yard line. For something really to be racist, it has to be racist in context. Without context, how can it be racist? Exactly. When it was commissioned and painted by a Sioux Indian, showing a Sioux Indian chief, and signed off by the Sioux Nation. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Hicks hands off to Marshall out to the 21-yard line, a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 21-yard line. .420 left in the first quarter. Commanders up 7-0. 5 wide, empty backfield. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks throws and caught down the middle by G. Scott. Out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 19, and that'll be a Commander first down. The NFC East right now is very tight. The Commanders are in the lead with a 4-3 record. I would settle with that. If they put the Redskin logo back on it, I would settle for that. The Commanders are 4-3. Dallas is 3-5. The Giants are 3-5. Carolina's 3-5, and Philadelphia's 3-5. That's how tight this division is. 1st and 10. Commanders from their own 40-yard line. Hicks hands off to Marshall again, and Marshall out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. I would be happy with that compromise. I wouldn't be ecstatic, but I'd be happy with it. You can call them Commanders. Just put the Redskin logo back on the helmet. Still fits, if you think about it. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 47-yard line. Redskins, or the Commanders here, trying to be the first team to knock off the Rams this season. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks drops back, throws, and it's caught by Virgil Say out to the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9, and that'll be a Commander first down into Ram territory. 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Commanders up 7-0. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks hands off to Marshall once again, and Marshall breaks through out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 12, and that'll be a Commander first down. Washington has dominated this game so far. We know how good the Rams are, though. Even when they get off to a slow start, they end up coming back. 5 wide, empty backfield. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking, throws underneath, and incomplete. Trying to get it out to James Norris. The linebacker, Harrison Mays, broken up, the rookie out of Wyoming. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. The second half of our doubleheader tonight. On 2nd and 10, 2 backs in the backfield. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Marshall. And Marshall around the outside gets the first down to the 20, a gain of 12. Another Commander first down. .235 and counting. Washington trying to make it a 2-possession game early. 4 wide, Hicks in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hicks looking. Hicks throws, and he led his receiver too much. He was looking for Virgil Say across the middle. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2:21 left in the first quarter. Four wide, 3 to the near side. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks drops back, throws, and caught. Catch is made by Blake Hopkins, the rookie out of Florida Atlantic, down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 9. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. We're coming up on 2 minutes left now in the first quarter. Commanders up 7-0. 2 backs in the backfield. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Marshall. And Marshall picks up the first down. A 4-yard gain down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Commanders. Clock is moving. 1:35 and counting. In the first, Hicks in the shotgun. 1st and goal from the Rams 7. Hicks end around to Washington. That's Sean Washington, the rookie out of Nebraska. Picks up 2 yards to the 5. Brant Xavier on the tackle, number 25, the defensive back, in his 4th year out of Indiana. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. 3 to the far side. Hicks in the gun. 2nd and goal. 1 minute left in the quarter. Hicks to Marshall up the middle. And Mike Marshall to the 1 yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1. As we're down to 50 seconds left. Here in the first quarter. Washington trying to make it a 2-touchdown lead here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Hicks in the shotgun. Washington in motion. They hand off to Marshall, and he's in for the touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run by Mike Marshall. And the Commanders go up 13-0. Dominating this game early. Rams not looking like a 7-0 team to start this one off. Zach Harris will come on for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Commanders lead it 14-0. We're live from SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California, our Week 8 Monday Night Football game here at Jammin' Sports, the final game of the first half of the season. We'll start Week 9. We'll try to get a game in late tomorrow. Zach Harris will kick off. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Washington up 14-0. There's the kick. From the 8-yard line. On the return this time. This will be Jackson Biggs. Brings it out to the 29-yard line. The 5th-year receiver out of Florida State. And now Matthew Sinclair will lead the Rams offense back out onto the field, down 14-0. Rams need to get back in this game if they're going to stay undefeated. The only undefeated team left at 7-0. They defeated some quality teams along the way. 1st and 10. Sinclair under center. Hands off to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon gets outside, out to the 30-yard line, a gain of a yard. Tracking him down, making the tackle, Kevin Bowles, the 12th-year linebacker out of Toledo. This might be the last play of the first quarter coming up. Rams come out 4 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun. Will they get the play off in time? They do. They hand off to McCutcheon up the middle, and McCutcheon to the 36. At the end of 1, Commanders up 14-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to SoFi Stadium. We start the second quarter. Washington leads the LA Rams 14-0 as we start the second quarter. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Rams at their own 36-yard line. Rams come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Sinclair under center. Sinclair hands off to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon gets stacked up after a 2-yard gain. Kevin Bowles again on the tackle. It'll be 4th and 1. And the Commander defense holds once again. It'll be 4th down. It looks like the Rams are going to be forced to punt yet again. Carter Ritchie, the former Raider punter, will come on in his 2nd year out of Oregon State. On 4th and 1 from their own 38-yard line. Ritchie gets the punt away. Oh, boy, I think they roughed him. The Rams are going to get a first down. It's fair caught at the 12, but they roughed the kicker. I mean, he blew him over. He was diving to try to block the kick, and he dove right into the kicker. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down for the Rams. So the Rams keep the football. It'll be 1st and 10 for them from the Commander 47-yard line. Commanders up 14-0. 7:31 left here in the first half. Penalties will kill you every time. 4 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun. 1st and 10. In motion is Barnett. Sinclair throws to Barnett, the tight end, and he gets leveled as soon as he catches the ball for a 2-yard gain. Doing the leveling is Cameron Cole, the 13th year safety out of Chattanooga. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Rams at the Commander 45-yard line. Rams come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Sinclair in the shotgun. Barnett in motion. Sinclair looking, throws underneath, and caught by Barnett out to the 39. That'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 3. Bryce Barnett, the 7th-year tight end out of Marshall. And that will bring up 3rd and 3. Four wide for the Rams. Sinclair under center. Sinclair draws back, throws down the middle, and caught by Harold Jackson down to the 33, a gain of 6. First down, Rams. Harold Jackson, the 5th-year receiver out of Cal Berkeley. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Everybody in tight, but 4 wide. Sinclair under center, 1st and 10. Sinclair throws quickly and caught by Bryce Barnett out to the 24-yard line, a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 2nd and 1. Rams finally have themselves a drive. Let's see if they can get back in this game. 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Commanders up 14-0. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair looks, throws near side, and caught by Terry Norton down to the 14-yard line, the rookie out of Ole Miss. And that'll be another Ram first down. 5.5 minutes left here in the first half. Rams come out 1st and 10 from the Commander 14. 5 wide, empty backfield. Sinclair back to throw. Sinclair throws near side and caught on the sideline by Harold Jackson down to the 3, a gain of 11. It'll be 1st and goal for the Rams. Stops the clock with 5:15 as he went out of bounds. Rams come out 5 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun, 1st and goal. Sinclair looks. Sinclair still looking. Throws to the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Dominic Levitt, but there was 2 receivers in the area. They bumped into each other. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. 4:58 left in the half. The Rams really need to punch this in. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Sinclair in the shotgun. Barnett in motion. Sinclair draws back, looking, throws underneath to Barnett. Touchdown! Rams! A 3-yard touchdown catch by Bryce Barnett, the big tight end. In his 7th year out of Marshall. And that gets the Rams on the scoreboard. It's now at 14-6. Commanders lead it. Garrett Brown, the 5th-year kicker out of Penn State, will come on for the extra point. He's made extra points in adventure so far this season. Everybody's hanging on bated breath here. Snap, kick is up. Oh, that was a good kick. Extra point's good. And the Commanders' lead is 14-7. At 11 plays, 71-yard drive for the Rams. And now it's a 1-possession game with 4:54 left to play here in the first half. Who do these teams play next week in Week 9? Let's find out. The Rams will host the 49ers next week. That'll be a big game in the NFC West. And for the Commanders, they play at Tampa Bay next week. There's the kickoff. From the 4-yard line on the return, Mark Young across the 25 to the 26-yard line. And that's where Washington will take over, up 14-7. They have time to score again before halftime. 4:50 left. A lot of time left in the second quarter. The Commanders at 4-3, the Rams at 7-0. SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California, Week 8. Our Monday night game to wrap up the week, to wrap up the first half of the season here at Jammin' Sports. Hicks in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hicks, play action, watch out. He got hit as he threw, but he manages to get it off to Marshall, who picks up 2 yards down to the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. Hicks took a pretty good shot, avoided the sack. 2nd and 8 from the 28. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking. Hicks throws deep. And he overthrows an open receiver. He had Virgil Say open down the sideline. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8 from the 28-yard line. Oh, had he connected, that would have been 6. 3rd and 8 for the Commanders at their own 28-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks drops back. Hicks throws and caught underneath by James Norris, but he's going to be shy of the first down. He only picks up 7. The tackle was made by Charlie Slaughter, the second-year linebacker out of Boston College. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Commanders. They'll have to punt. The Rams are going to get a shot to tie the game up before halftime. Luke Washburn back to punt. Washburn gets the punt away. From the 19-yard line on the return, Jackson Biggs out to the 24. And that's where the Rams will have it, 1st and 10. 3:57 left in the half, down 14-7. We're going to try to start Week 9 tomorrow night. It'll be late. It'll probably be somewhere around 9:30 to 10 o'clock Eastern time. But we will try to get it in. It'll be the kickoff game for Week 9. It'll be Cleveland at the Vegas Raiders. Tentatively, 9:30 Eastern. Well, we'll see. 9:30 Eastern. 1st and 10. And they get it out to Terry Norton. A 9-yard gain out to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 1. 3:45 and counting. We have a previous engagement tomorrow night early, and then when we come in, we'll try to get that game in. 2nd and 1, Sinclair throws underneath and caught by Barnett out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 5, and that'll be a Los Angeles first down. 3:20 left. We're in the second quarter. 4 wide, 1st and 10. Sinclair in the gun. Takes the snap, hands off to McCutcheon. And Lawrence McCutcheon's going to be hit in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. The hit was made by Aaron Harper, the 7th-year linebacker out of Princeton, the Ivy Leaguer. It'll be 2nd and 12. Under 3 minutes left in the half. Rams at their own 37-yard line. Coming up on the 2-minute warning soon. On 2nd and 12, 4 wide, Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair fakes it, throws, and caught by Harold Jackson out to the 42-yard line. 21 yards to Jackson into Commander territory. And that'll be a first down for the Rams. 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Commanders up 14-7. Rams on the move, trying to tie it up. 4 wide, Sinclair in the gun. Sinclair draws back. Sinclair in trouble now and takes a sack back at the 49. Raymond Ray on the sack. A loss of 9. Good old Raymond Ray in his 10th year out of Houston, the defensive tackle. Clock is moving. We'll probably hit the 2-minute warning here. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Rams at their own 49-yard line. As we hit the 2-minute warning, live from SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. Our Week 8 Monday Night Football game here at Jammin' Sports. Two backs in the backfield, Sinclair between them in the shotgun, 2nd and 19. Sinclair looking, throws, and overthrew his receiver. He was looking for Dominic Levitt down the middle, incomplete. To be 3rd and 19. That'll stop the clock. 1:57 left in the half. Rams come out. 3 to the near side. Sinclair in the shotgun. 3rd and 19. Sinclair to McCutcheon. They're going to try to cross him up, but they don't. McCutcheon gets to the 42. Gain of 9. It'll be 4th and 10. On the tackle was number 32. That's Marcus Gates, the defensive back. If they want to try a field goal, it'll be from 59. They're going to punt. Carter Ritchie back to punt. Gets the punt away. Tries to nail them deep. And that's going to be out of bounds at the 9-yard line. So the Commanders will take over, up 14-7. A minute 14 left in the half. Washington with 3 timeouts. A field goal would make it a 2-score game again. They'll be starting from their own 9. 3 to the far side. Hicks in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Hicks looking. Hicks throws deep. And, it's dropped. Blair Hopkins, the rookie out of Florida Atlantic, dropped it. That would have been a big gain. Incomplete. It'd be 2nd and 10. 1:09 left in the half. Three wide to the far side. Hicks in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Hicks in trouble now. Throws to the near side and is caught by Marshall, but he gets hit for a 6-yard loss back to the 4-yard line. Brant Xavier read that beautifully, the 4th-year safety out of Indiana. A 6-yard loss on a swing pass. Rams took a timeout. They want to get the ball back. 1:05 left. It'll be 3rd and 16 from the 4-yard line. Peyton Hicks, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Hicks hands off to Marshall, and Mike Marshall only gets out to the 8-yard line, a gain of 4. Rams take a timeout. It'll be 4th and 11 for the Commanders at their own 8-yard line. The Rams should get some pretty good field position out of this, one would think. Luke Washburn back to punt, the 2nd-year punter at Louisiana Monroe, on 4th and 11 from his end zone. Gets the snap away. And this will be fielded at about the 43-yard line. Brought back by Jackson Biggs. Brings it out to midfield. So the Rams with great field position right at midfield with 53 seconds left in the half. They're close enough, and they still have a timeout. They might be able to get a touchdown, at the very least a field goal before halftime. Rams at 7-0, trying to stay undefeated. They trail Washington, though, here 14-7. 3 to the near side. Sinclair in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Sinclair looks. Sinclair still looking. He's in trouble, and he takes a sack. 11-yard sack back to the 39-yard line. The sack was made by Matthew Enoch in his 12th year out of Cal Berkeley. Rams take their final timeout with 46 seconds left. You can't take a sack there, but they did. 2nd and 21. Sinclair in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks downfield. Looking. Throws outside to McCutcheon. Turns upfield. Out of bounds at the 44. A gain of 5. That'll stop the clock with 41 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and 16 for the Rams at their own 44-yard line. in the I formation on 3rd and 16. Sinclair to McCutcheon. Tries to get outside. I kind of scratched my head on that play call. As Cameron Cole comes up, makes the tackle. And that'll bring up 4th and 18. Kicking Knuckles in the house. How you doing, Kicking? The second game of our doubleheader here. The Kansas City Chiefs destroyed the Chargers in the first game. On 4th and 18, Carter Ritchie back to punt, gets the punt away. It'll be fair caught at the 15-yard line by Mark Young, and that's where the Commanders will take over. Redskins, Commanders, whatever you want to call them. The Commanders at 4-3, the Rams at 7-0, but the Commanders have dominated the first half. First and 10 from their own 15. 3 to the near side. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks throws outside, caught by Marshall, and Marshall only picks up 2 to the 17. And I think the Commanders are going to be content to let the clock run out and go to halftime. They don't seem to be in any hurry to call a timeout. Hicks in the shotgun, 4 wide. They'll get one play off. Hicks looking, throws near side, caught by Virgil Say, and we go to halftime. Halftime score, Washington 14, the LA Rams 7, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to SoFi Stadiums in Los Angeles. Our Week 8 Monday Night Football game. The Rams will get the second half kickoff, down by 7. The kick by Zach Harris. Fielded at the 4-yard line, bringing it back. Jackson Biggs over the 20-25, and Biggs out to the 29-yard line. Let's see if the Rams can tie this game up. Rams trying to get to 8-0. Yeah, it used to be, that was my rule, the C word. It's just so mentally tiring to... They're the Commanders. Just live with it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. First and 10 for the Rams at their own 29-yard line. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon picks up 3 out to the 32-yard line and bring up 2nd and 7. Cameron Cole came up, made the tackle. I'm hoping that Madden 27 will be a decent game. A step back toward 25, because there's so many cool uniform changes in the NFL that I like this time around. McCutcheon in motion, 2nd and 7. Sinclair throws, caught by McCutcheon. Picks up only a yard out to the 33-yard line, bring up 3rd and 5. Make it a 2-yard gain. I like the Commanders' new uniforms a lot. It's basically a Redskin uniform with a W on the helmet, is really what it is what it amounts to. 3rd and 5 from the 33-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair looking. Sinclair looking. Sinclair in trouble, and Sinclair gets sacked. 11-yard sack by Matthew Enoch once again, the defensive end. And that'll bring up 4th and 16. The Rams go 3 and out on the opening drive of the third quarter. Still a 14-7 ball game in favor of Washington. And the Commanders have dominated this game. They're making the Rams work for it if they want to get to 8-0. Coming into punt, Carter Ritchie for the Rams on 4th and 16. Rams defense, though, has kind of kept them in this game. I sure hope so. There's the punt. And fair caught at the 31-yard line by Mark Young. And that's where the Commanders will have it 1st and 10. And kicking, Evil Dead and I were discussing this earlier in this game. If the Commanders would just put that Redskin logo back on the helmet and keep the Commander name, I would be happy with that. If you don't like the name Redskins, just slap the Redskin logo on the helmet and call it Commanders. That would be a good compromise. I wouldn't mind that. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Hicks in the gun. Hicks to Marshall. And Marshall picks up 2 to the 33-yard line. The tackle made by Randy Garrison, the 5th-year linebacker out of Oregon State. I hope Madden 27 is a good game, because I like what the Titans have done with their uniforms. I like what the Commanders have done with theirs. And the Falcons, I like their new ones. 2nd and 8 from the 33. Hicks, there's the old option play to David Curtis, the 3rd-year back out of Western Michigan. Curtis gets out to the 37-yard line and bring up 3rd and 4. They took Marshall out of the game. Curtis took that carry. 4 wide on 3rd down. Hicks in the shotgun. Rams looking for a stop. Hicks looking. Hicks throws near side and throws it away. The Rams get the stop they needed as the Commanders go 3 and out. .5:37 left in the 3rd quarter. Washington up 14-7. Luke Washburn back to punt. Washburn gets the punt away. And that'll be fair caught at the 18-yard line by Jackson Biggs. And that's where the Rams will take over. 5:31 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. Our Week 8 Monday night game here at Jammin' Sports. The 4-3 Commanders and the 7-0 Rams. When this game is over, we'll be at the halfway point of the regular season. 112 games down, 112 games to go. It's been slow as of late with all these ball games I have to do on the radio. In the offset eye, Sinclair under center, 1st and 10. Sinclair to McCutcheon, and McCutcheon to the 21. A gain of 2 to be 2nd and 8. Hey, Misty, when you get done, can you bring me a glass of tea? I'm really parched. I got the dry mouth, something fierce. On 2nd and 8 from the 21-yard line, Sinclair in the shotgun, flanked by 2 running backs. Sinclair in trouble now, and he gets sacked back at the 9. Sack made by Stephon Kilgore, the former Dolphin, in his 10th year out of Auburn. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 20. Even if, I just wish that when 27 comes out, it's the same quality as 25. It'd be even better than 25 if they put the 2-minute drill back in. Like 19 used to have. 3rd and 20 for the Rams. 4 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair from his end zone throws it out to McCutcheon. Turns upfield, gets a block. But McCutcheon only gets out to the 18-yard line. A gain of 9. It's going to bring up 4th and 11. And the Rams are going to have to punt again. The Commanders have played a great game tonight against the heavily favored Rams. Carter Ritchie back to punt. As Ritchie gets the punt away. And it'll be fielded at the 34-yard line and brought back out to the 37 by Mark Young. And now the Commanders will take over up 14-7. 4:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Our Week 8 Monday night game to wrap up the week. We'll have the Browns and the Raiders tomorrow night, and that's going to be somewhere between 9:30 and 10 o'clock Eastern Time. as soon as we get in tomorrow night. 3 wide to the far side. Hicks in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Hicks hands off to Marshall, and Marshall goes nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Santonio Benson, the 4th-year linebacker out of Tennessee, on the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Five wide for the Commanders. Hicks in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Hicks, a quarterback draw. And Hicks makes his way, gets a nice block, gets the 1st down out to the 44-yard line. 19 yards on the run by Peyton Hicks, the 9th-year quarterback out of Tennessee. Spent 8 years with the Saints, now in his 1st season with the Commanders. Coming up to make the tackle, Kevin Taylor, the defensive back. 1st and 10 Commanders now. 5 wide from the Ram 44-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks, a quarterback draw again. And Hicks this time picks up 4 to the 40. Coming up to make the tackle, Rashard Berry, the safety, in his 7th year out of Wisconsin. I sure hope so. 26 is absolute crap. On 2nd and 6 from the 40. Hicks in the gun. 2 backs back there with him. Hicks throws to Marshall in the flat, turns upfield, and Marshall only picks up a yard to the 41-yard line. Rashard Berry, the safety, came up once again, made the tackle. This is a big 3rd down. 3rd and 7 at the Ram 41-yard line. Rams desperately need a stop. 5 wide, Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking, throws near side and caught by Virgil Say, but he's going to be shy of the marker. They needed 7, he got 6. Down to the 35-yard line, be 4th and 1. Let's see if the Commanders try a 52-yard field goal here. Zach Harris, they're going to bring him out from 52 yards. It'll put him up by 10. Kick is up, and the kick is good. He nailed it. The 3rd-year kicker out of Texas A&M, Zach Harris, from 52 yards. And the Commanders take a 17-7 lead with 2:03 left here in the 3rd quarter. Well, if the Rams are going to remain undefeated, they got to get their act together here. They're down by 2 scores late in the 3rd quarter. The Commanders have come to play today. There's the kickoff by Harris from the 3-yard line. On the return, this is, let's see, trying to pick up the number there. That's Dante Jones on the return out to the 26-yard line. 1:58 left. Well, the Rams need to get something going. I mean, 7-1 at the halfway point is not bad at all, by any means. But they'd like to be 8-0. 3 to the far side. Sinclair under center. 1st and 10. Sinclair throws quickly and is caught by Dominic Lovett out to the 48. He very nearly broke it. A 22-yard gain by Dominic Lovett, the 3rd-year receiver out of Georgia. For a moment there, I thought he was going to break away and go. 1st and 10 for the Rams. 1:47 left here in the 3rd. Rams at their own 48-yard line. 3 wide to the near side. Sinclair in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Sinclair back to throw. Throws near side and caught by Bryce Barnett across midfield to the 46-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. I drank that whole glass of tea in like 2 tries. That's how parched I was. in the I formation on 2nd and 4. Sinclair to McCutcheon, and McCutcheon gets something out of nothing. He picked up a yard out to the 45 after initially being hit by Raymond Ray. Good old Raymond Ray. 3rd and 3 for the Rams at the Commander 45-yard line. 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Sinclair in the shotgun, 4 wide. Sinclair looks, backs up, needs to get rid of it. Gets sacked back at the 41. That's a loss of 14 yards by Stephon Kilgore, the former Dolphin. Redskins. I did it again. The Commander defense comes up huge. And the Rams are going to be forced to punt once again. This Commander team may be for real. They're in first place in the NFC East. Luke Washburn back to punt. Gets the punt away. And that's going to drop and drift into the end zone. Touchback. 3 seconds left in the third quarter. Commanders up 17-7. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks hands off to Marshall. Not much, a yard. At the end of 3, Commanders lead it 17-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to SoFi Stadium. We start the fourth quarter. Commanders up 17-7 on the Rams. And Washington has it 2nd and 9 at their own 21-yard line. If the Rams are going to go to 8-0, they need a miraculous turnaround here in the fourth quarter. 4 receivers to the far side. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks going to take off, and he gets taken down at the 23, just a 2-yard gain. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Here at SoFi in Los Angeles. It's actually in Inglewood, but it's a suburb of Los Angeles. On 3rd and 7, 4 wide, Hicks in the shotgun. Say in motion. Hicks looking. Hicks throws, and it's incomplete. They were looking for G. Scott. It was broken up by the linebacker, Santonio Benson. Going to be 4th down. Rams got the stop they needed. Luke Washburn will come in to punt for the Commanders. Gets the punt away. From the 34-yard line on the return is Jackson Biggs out to the 42-yard line. The Rams are going to have some pretty good field position here at their own 42 with 7:18 left to play in the fourth quarter. G-Spot got to make that catch. G-Spot. G. Scott is his name. The tight end out of Ohio State. G-Spot. 1st and 10 for the Rams. 4 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair looking. Rolls out. Looking. Throws it and throws it away. Incomplete. Commanders secondary doing a good job tonight. Washington up by 10, 17-7. 7:11 left. 2nd and 10 for the Rams at their own 42. 5 wide. Empty backfield. Sinclair in the shotgun. Barnett in motion. Sinclair looking. Throws and caught underneath by Norton. And Terry Norton out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a 1st down. Got him mixed up with his sister. There you go. Yeah, G. Scott and G. Spot. You got it. First and 10 for the Rams now. They need to get something quickly here. They're down by 10. 6:47 and counting. 4 wide. Sinclair under center. from the Commander 43-yard line. They hand off to McCutcheon, and the Commanders have done a good job hemming him in. He gets a 3-yard gain out to the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7. Four wide. Sinclair in the shotgun on 2nd and 7. Sinclair drops back, throws out to McCutcheon, turns upfield, and Cameron Cole is there to make the tackle. A loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8. Back at the 41. 6 minutes left. The Rams look like they're going to suffer their first loss here in Week 8. Unless they can come up with a miracle here. On 3rd down, 4 wide, Sinclair in the gun. Sinclair looking. Sinclair throws near side and caught by Barnett. Reaching for the first down, he's a little bit short. McMullen on the tackle. Stephen McMullen, the 5th-year safety out of Oregon. It'll be 4th and inches. Rams have to go for it. Unless they want to kick the field goal now, it'd be a 50-yard field goal. They're going to try it. They need it along the way somehow. Garrett Brown from 50. Kick is up. And it's good. So they needed one anyway, so they get it now. They make it a one-possession game. I probably would have gone for it, but I can't say I disagree with that call. Somewhere along the line, you need a field goal anyway, so you might as well get it when you can and save the time. So the Commanders lead now 17-10 with 5:18 left. Now the Rams have time to kick it away and hope their defense can get a stop. Brown's kickoff from the 3-yard line on the return. This will be Mark Young again, out to the 23-yard line. Steelers 2027 Super Bowl champs. Well, the Steelers have the best record in the AFC right now. They are 7-1. And they look good. We've been impressed with the Steelers all season so far in the first half. This is the final game of the first half of the season. This is the 112th regular season game. We got 112 to go. 1st and 10 from the 23. Hicks in the gun. Hicks looking. Hicks throws outside, and he totally whiffed. He was looking for the fullback, Nick Morgan, in his 7th year out of Wake Forest. That stops the clock. 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. This 7-0 run by the Rams, they've beaten some quality teams. The Lions, who are in first place. The Dolphins, who are in first place. They've beaten both of them. On 2nd and 10, Hicks looking, throws, and caught. Blair Hopkins out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 14. And that'll be a Commander first down. The Rams have beaten the Jets. They've beaten the Saints. 1st and 10. Hicks in the gun. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Hicks drops back. Now he's going to take off, but he doesn't go anywhere. Loss of a yard. Santonio Benson on the tackle, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 11. 4:38 and counting. Rams need a stop in the worst way. Commanders up 17-10. .425 and counting here in the 4th quarter. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looks, throws to Marshall, but coming up to make the tackle. Great tackle there by Brant Xavier, the safety. A loss of 3 yards back to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 14. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark. Commanders up by 7. This is a big 3rd down right here. 5 wide, empty backfield. Hicks in the shotgun. 3rd and 14. Hicks drops back. Hicks throws deep, and he overthrows a wide open receiver. Oh my goodness. That was Blair Hopkins. He was wide open, Oh, Virgil Say, I'm sorry. He was wide open. That would have ended the game right there. It's 4th and 14. Luke Washburn back to punt. The Rams will have a chance to tie it up. Gets the punt away. From the 20, on the return, is Jackson Biggs out to the 24-yard line. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. The Rams need a touchdown to tie this one up. We could have overtime. We'll start week 9 tomorrow night. It'll be somewhere between 9:30 and 10 Eastern. You'll be in that area. It'll be the Cleveland Browns and the LA Raiders to kick off week 9 tomorrow night. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line, 4 wide. Sinclair looks. Sinclair throws, dumps it off to McCutcheon. Only gets 2 yards out to the 26. 3.5 minutes left. Clock is moving. Rams have to get something going here. .318 left. On 2nd and 8, Sinclair draws back, throws across the middle, and caught by Norton out to the 33. That'll be a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3 minutes and counting. The Rams have all 3 of their timeouts, as does Washington. 4 wide, single back, Sinclair in the gun, 3rd and 1. Sinclair looks. Sinclair, a half-hearted pass, incomplete. As Kilgore was wrapping him up as he threw it. All right, decision time. Do you go for it here, or do you punt and trust your defense? It's 4th and 1. Go for it. Well, Carter Ritchie back to punt. They're going to trust their defense. Gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 21-yard line by Mark Young. And now the Commander offense will come back out. 2:38 left. I think they're playing the field position game here. Yeah, you're right. This only works if the defense can get a stop. 5 wide, empty backfield. Hicks in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Hicks looking, throws near side, and incomplete. They were looking for James Norris. He couldn't hold on. Norris in his 8th year out of Ball State. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. Again, 5 wide, empty backfield. Hicks in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Hicks and around. A flag is down as Marshall gets all the way out to the 21-yard line. Or actually out past the 30. Holding on the Commanders. This one's coming back. On the tight end, G. Scott. It'll be 2nd and 15 back at the 16-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks hands off to Marshall, and Marshall goes nowhere. A gain of 2 yards out to the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Commanders. As we're closing in on the 2-minute warning. Washington leads it 17-10, and there is the 2-minute warning here at SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. Our Week 8 Monday night game to wrap up the week. 3rd and 13. Hicks under center. Everybody in tight. Single back. Hicks to Marshall. And Marshall only gets out to the 25. A gain of 7. It'll be 4th and 6. The Rams take a timeout with 1:56 left. They force a punt as Luke Washburn comes in. And now the Rams have one more shot to try to tie this game up and send it to overtime. Washburn back to punt. Gets it away. Not a bad punt. From the 30-yard line, it's fair caught by Jackson Biggs, officially at the 31. Now the Rams with 2 timeouts, 1:51 to work with. They need a timeout. But they need a touchdown, excuse me. The Rams are in 4-down territory. Can they force overtime? Matthew Sinclair, the sixth-year quarterback out of Tennessee. He spent 2 years with the Chiefs, now in his fourth year with the Rams. Two backs in the backfield. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair drops back, throws near side, and it's caught by Harold Jackson, who lined up as a back, but he loses 4 yards as Gates comes up, Marcus Gates, and makes the tackle. 1:35 and counting. It'll be 2nd and 14. You got to throw it downfield. You got to go north-south, not east-west. 4 wide. Sinclair in the gun. Sinclair looking, throws, and caught downfield by Terry Norton out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 23. First down, Rams. Clock is moving. 1:12 and counting. That's what they needed, big chunks of yardage. They stay in the no huddle. 1st and 10 from the 50. 4 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair looking, needs to get rid of it. Can't take a sack, and he does. Back at the 39. A loss of 10. Stephon Kilgore once again. And the Rams are forced to take a timeout with 56 seconds left. You cannot take a sack in that situation. Just throw it away. It'll be 2nd and 20. Rams come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair looks, throws deep, and incomplete. A well-timed hit by Deshaun Moon breaks up that pass. It'll be 3rd and 20. 53 seconds left. They were looking for Jackson Biggs on that one. Rams come out 4 wide, 3rd and 20 from their own 39. Sinclair in the shotgun, back to throw. Sinclair looking, and he gets sacked again by Rodney Howell, the 5th-year defensive tackle out of Rhode Island. It'll be 4th and 32. We're down to 34 seconds. Clock is moving. They have no choice. 4th and 32. Here we go. Sinclair looking, throws near side, and incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs as the Commanders will take over. And for the 37th straight sim season, we will not have an undefeated team. I've never had one. The Rams will finally lose their first game here in Week 8. The Commanders will go to 5-3. They'll stay in first place in the NFC East, and the Rams will fall to 7-1. They'll still have the best record in the NFC. And the Steelers at 7-1, they have the best record in the AFC. In the victory formation, Hicks will take a knee. Rams will take their final timeout. We'll have the Browns and the Raiders tomorrow night between 9:30 and 10 o'clock Eastern. Just kind of show up around that time. One more snap and this one's over. In the victory formation, Hicks takes a knee. Commanders played a great game tonight. As the final seconds will tick away here. And your final score, the Commanders 17, the Rams 10. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.